Homeless Solutions, Honolulu, Hawaii. Who is Creator 8? Because who is Mitch Moser now? Mitch Moser walked out of here with a safe in the month of May, year 2025. And I don't know if somebody else is looking for that safe as well. Is that Creator 8 being organized about who is looking for the safe? Because why do I have any money in my name? Why do I have any emotions on myself? I was a child, is true, and I didn't handle the money during those years. The bank would not allow me to do that. But why is the bank allowing me to handle any money? Well, I don't say no that Mitch can't go out with the safe. I say yes, he can, because he fits through the front door. He fits through the same front door as me. Is it the bank that would tell him that he's not allowed to have all the money in the bank? He's allowed to have all the money in the bank. The bank has to tell him yes. If somebody asks for all the money in the bank, they have to give it up. And if somebody robs the bank with a weapon, a loaded weapon, they give up the money. They call the police because you want to fight over the money. You don't fight over the money the way you should. That you don't have customers who want to take all the money out of the bank. You don't know how to fight over the bank's money. You're not the soul. You shouldn't be having the money. The money should be frozen in the bank anyway. But if you are fighting for a death for yourself, you don't know how to get the money back to the bank because it's the bank's money. That means if you are fighting over the money's bank and the bank's money, that you would do that and the bank would still have the money after that. You have to fight over that the bank is going to keep the money. If you fight over that you're going to take the money and you're going to distribute the money and you're going to, I want to say spend the money, but really you're going to distribute the money. That's true that you don't know whose money it is because it's the soul's money. It's the king's money. It's God's money. It's heaven's money. You can't say that it's your money because it's in your name. That's you having eternal damnation. You'll never understand the money. Is that why Mitch went out with the safe? Yes, but he was allowed to do that. What's in it for himself that he did that? Because it wasn't me, it was him. What does he want to believe in? Well, I'm the soul, and he took the money out of where I was staying with the money. And I was watching it for a number of years in the safe. Well, why does he have it now? He's going to watch the money now. For who? Because my landlord's the one that charges the money at Fremont Gardens, and he took it out of Fremont Gardens. What does he want me to do about that if the landlord of Fremont Gardens wants the money because the money's not in the bank? It's in Fremont Gardens. Do they don't know about the money? I don't know that. If Mitch knew about the money, how does Fremont Gardens not know about the money? Again, that's Creator 8 needing to be a creator and have it coordinated whose money it is, and it's the soul's money in that sense. How can the creator not know it's the soul's money and be disputing the money that way? It's not a creator to me. That's not true. I would say that to Mitch. Mitch, do you and your creator know anything about other people and counting this money? It's not true. I would say that to Mitch. Well, then what's a creator? What's Creator 8? And yet, Mitch is not myself, and Geri's not myself, and they aren't in agreement that I'm going to stay here. They want me to find another place to stay. Yeah. Well, they don't have another place to stay with all that money, the two of them? Or they don't agree? They don't go away with the money together? They don't have the money together, do they? That's very interesting because I'm the soul and all the money is mine, and I don't have to worry about it being together with someone else because I'm me. If you're not the soul, how can you possibly say that about counting the money? That's true that you had a problem, and you're trying to solve the problem by taking the soul's money. You're taking the king's money, and you don't think it's the soul's money, or you don't know who the soul is. That's even worse. I've known Mitch almost my whole life, and he doesn't know who the soul is myself. But what about the rest of the people that I've never met in my life? Or what about some of the people I've known shortly? Or would have known for some of my life a long time ago? Well, if you don't know who's this soul, that's one thing because the population is big. But if you don't know that the money belongs to the soul, Why are you saying that you're wealthy people? Or why are you saying that you're poor or broke? Why are you saying that you want to be employed and work for money? You can't work for money to have it, to spend it on yourself, to get rich. You can't take things out of the stock and use them for yourself. You're here to go to prison because the soul is alive. This is entirely different than if I was not alive and I was over the heavens watching you. You would have different genitals if that was true. Superior Founder is going to jail because he's died. I don't have genitals myself in that scenario, and I would not be alive around a safe full of money. Well, what's going to happen? Who's the landlord? Because I'm the soul and it's my money and I'm also the landlord. Well, you don't want to know this about myself at this point in my life because you're as far as in the wrong as it is for me to be saying this at the end of my life, disclosing my leverage, and I'm about to decease out of the formed world, and you're still wanting to know whose money it is. That's too late. It's true that you don't know in karma. You don't know it in your own minds and your own death on yourself.